reporting from the Predatory Lending, asking folks, what do you think about the Istanbul airport terror attack that killed 41 and injured 230?
I mean, that's a good number, no? High records?
Now, given the increased number of terrorist attacks, what do you feel would be the best way to stop terrorism?
I don't know.
Okay. Experts say terrorists will try to infiltrate the U.S. as Syrian refugees. What do you think of this?
It could be possible, maybe. Who knows? Not...
Okay. Recent terrorist attacks show that there is a willingness to attack anywhere. Where do you think will be next?
Washington or New York? Let's hope it's not where I live, right?
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
I mean, eat tacos while you can. They'll be gone soon, right?
So, this is Death from the Predatory Lending Network saying I'm coming for you. Hey, this is Death reporting from the Predatory Lending Network asking folks, what do you think about the Istanbul airport terrorist attack that killed 41 and injured 230?
Well, you know, I've heard a lot of things about it, and you know, I heard more recently that Turkey has actually had alliances to ISIS and everything beforehand. Not so much that they were supplying them, but that they weren't saying no to them so much. And it's just gone on to the ever-increasing threat of terror that that's been going on not only in America but overseas, like in Brussels and in Bangladesh and all over the world. And it seems the threat of terror is growing ever more so around the globe. And it's a bit scary to live in a world that's like this, that has so much just fear of everything possibly going wrong because of some angry people like this. It's a travesty.
My mic's still working. Given the increased number of terror attacks, what do you feel will be the best way to stop terrorism?
I mean, you can't quite say getting rid of people and everything like that, but it has seemed to be that more people that have been causing the terrorism have been of a certain religion in a certain group. So maybe not so much getting rid of people, but perhaps screening people that might have a possibility to have more inclinations towards terrorism and such, but tries to do so in a way that would respect their own rights and individual freedoms.
Can we go a little kind of way over on one side? Okay. Experts say terrorists will try to infiltrate the U.S. as Syrian refugees. What do you think of this?
Well, you know, the problem with that is that whenever someone gets displaced over a massive crisis like that, it's really kind of hard to just suggest that, you know, we're going to have enemies infiltrating our borders and everything like that. And it's a bit sad that not only do we have so much distrust within our own people to believe that, but also that such a major travesty would immediately put our minds to that. But given the current political climate, it would make a lot of sense for these kind of thoughts to be going on. And within that, I do feel it's a little bit sad, but I do feel it would be necessary to perhaps find a way to, you know, determine who might be more likely to commit a terrorist act.
Recent terrorist attacks show they're willing to attack anywhere. Where do you think will be next?
Oh, you know, that's a pretty big question. I'm actually surprised, you know, with all the problems that Donald Trump has been having, I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten attacked in one of his rallies yet. But you know, a lot of people have been giving him crap for it all day. I'm dressed like him, and I've been having a lot of crap thrown at me all day. Of course, you know, it's a joke, but anyway, as far as where I might think next, you know, it's really a gamble because you really have no idea where these things might happen, and it's really just a random toss. But wherever they might feel it's necessary. I mean, I really can't say. It's just so the attacks have been so random. It's really kind of hard to keep track. But probably it would be some place that ISIS has ties with before or has some sort of problems with that probably might, you know, be affected by it.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
And as far as anything last, I'd like to say, you know, just, you know, just be safe. You know, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Don't be too mistrusting of people, but stay on your guard in certain places and everything like that. But in all, just try to live your life like you would normally. Be a decent person, you know.
In closing, this is Death from the Predatory Lending Network saying I'm coming for you. Now this is Death reporting from the Predatory Lender asking folks what do they think about the Istanbul an airport terrorist attack that killed 41 and injured 230?
I don't know. I think it's actually really crazy that that's happening right now in our world. I'm actually really happy that it isn't happening right now in the U.S. and we're really lucky.
Given the increased number in terror attacks, what do you feel would be the best way to stop terrorism?
I don't think there's actually a full way to actually stop terrorism. Like, it's always going to be a thing. You can try by, like, I don't know, going in there and finding out which ones are actual terrorists and then just killing them or something, or taking them prisoner or hostage. I don't know. This is always going to be terrorists.
Experts say terrorists will try to infiltrate the U.S. as Syrian refugees. What do you think of this?
I actually, on the news I heard that, like a long while ago, that there was already like terrorists in the U.S. what ISIS had, but I don't think that's actually still a thing.
Now, recent terrorist attacks show a willingness to attack anywhere. Where do you think we'll be next?
I seriously think it's going to be Europe with all the like EU stuff falling down and stuff, and they have a whole bunch of chaos they're dealing with, and they're not going to probably see it coming, and that kind of sucks.
So in closing, is there any last minute things you'd like to say?
No, thanks.
So in closing, this is Death from the Predatory Lending Network saying I'm coming for you. Now this is Death reporting from the Predatory Lending Network, asking folks, what do you think about the Istanbul terror attack that killed 41 and injured 230?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I killed more, but, you know, nice try.
Now, given the increased number in terrorist attacks, what do you feel would be the best way to stop terrorism?
Let me do all the work?
Experts say terrorists will try to infiltrate the U.S. as Syrian refugees. What do you think?
Sorry, one more time.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, number 3.
Okay. Try to infiltrate the U.S.
Okay. Experts say terrorists will try to infiltrate the U.S. as Syrian refugees. What do you make of that?
I mean, go undercover, right? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. That's a hard one.
So we'll skip that one.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Recent terrorist attacks show a willingness to attack anywhere. Where do you think will be next?
Anywhere and everywhere, right?
So, do you have any last minute things you'd like to say?
I gotta go blow some things up.
So in closing, this is Death from the Predatory Lending Network saying I'm coming for you.